here at Reunion Tower in Dallas, and welcome to the city of Dallas, Texas. From 470 feet in the air, I'm standing on our geodeck level, which is our observation level. If you're here from if you're not from Dallas and you're here in town or you live here, you might not know that this is the only building of its kind in the city of Dallas where you get a 360-degree view of 30 miles in any direction from here. You can see all the way to Fort Worth. You can see all the way south, almost to Waxahachie, and north to all those points as well. So this building opened in 1978 as our ownership group built it as a kind of be the cheerleader of the city and a gift to the city of Dallas. We're known for our light shows. We have 259 LED lights that are outside the ball here when we run shows for when our various local sports teams win, for different causes, or just to celebrate what's going on in the city. We're also known, New Year's Eve, we do a huge fireworks show from up here. We have a combination of over 5,000 pyrotechnics, the light show, and we've brought in a drone light show, 300 strong, to go along with that as well. So we sit just kind of to the south of downtown Dallas. It's over a mile to the tallest building there, the Bank of America building in the air. We sit where there is three major interstates come and meet each other. I-35E, I-30, and I-45. So you can literally get anywhere in the state of Texas and points after that right below us. We do have two other floors in the Reunion Tower. One is a restaurant, the other is an event space. A lot of people know those were a restaurant at one time. That restaurant's coming back. It's going to open in the spring of 2023.
And Greg, you also have a special date night promotion going on right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. We call them our Love is in the Air package. We call them LIDAs. We average up to about 2 proposals a day up here, or a night up here. They're a very popular package, whether you want to propose to your special someone or just celebrate something like a birthday or an anniversary. They're great packages. You're going to show up here. We're going to get you a glass of champagne or sparkling cider. You're going to get your picture taken. We're going to put that in a special frame for you. You get to keep the glasses as a souvenir. Depending on what level or package you get, you're going to get 2 glasses or a bottle of champagne to celebrate. You can bring your own dinner right now with that. Really our most popular package and it's a unique date night because there is, as I mentioned, there's no other place in the city where you can get this view 360 unless you have access to one of these buildings over here. So it's very affordable, and it's a great night out that'll be unique and something that you all remember for a long time.
You've been in a number of movies, a number of TV shows, including Dallas. If some of our older audience members remember that with J.R. Ewing, that was a big show here at the South Fork Ranch. But they showed the opening credits, I believe, in the show every time. With one of the scenes was with Reunion Tower.
Reunion Tower.
What are some other movies and other shows that you've been in?
RoboCop was probably the next biggest one. The producers of that in the late 70s thought that the Reunion Tower and the way the Dallas Skyline was at that time was really futuristic, which was part of that movie. So we were a big part of that. There was just a mini series that was on Peacock that we were featured in a lot. As you travel around and you say you're from Dallas and they ask what you do and you say, hey, you work at Reunion Tower like I do, and they're like, oh, what's that? And you show them the picture, they instantly know what it is because they've seen pictures of the Skyline during a broadcast of a game or whatnot, or seen different pictures. And it is such an iconic building on the Skyline here in Dallas. It's known by everybody and around the country and around the world as well.
So Greg, where does the name Reunion Tower come from?
So, great question. This area of Dallas was originally, when Dallas was first founded in the 1800s, by French, Belgian, and Germans, and Swiss as well. They called it La Reunion because there was a Trinity, hence the name Trinity River was flowing through here, and this section of Dallas is kind of where the first settlement was, and everybody met here, so they called it the La Reunion.
All right. Well, Greg, fantastic views up here. It's quite the iconic spot to be. And what is it like to work high every day?
Yeah, well, I wish our offices were up here, but that's all right. But it gives you a chance to come up here. And I'll tell you what I like to tell people is, obviously the buildings don't move, but what does move every single day is the weather, the traffic, people on the ground, different things, and that's what gives it. That's also a very unique experience in my mind. Also, every day there's a sunset and it goes from light to dark. And what you don't really realize when you're up this high and you're away, kind of over a mile away from these buildings, how fast it gets dark, and the lights of the city really spring into action. And you don't really get that when you're down and inside or outside those buildings right next to them. So that's a very unique experience as well. But as much as it's static, it's also ever changing. And in this city, like a lot around the country and around the world, things change very quickly. And that's been the case here in Dallas, especially over the last 10 years.
Let's just take a look out here right now, and again, take a look at the cityscape. That was Greg Elkin from Reunion Tower. This is one of the most iconic buildings on the skyline of downtown Dallas, and a great place to take a date, take people from out of town. If you live here, a lot of people from out of town and out of state come and visit on a regular basis. How many people, Greg, visit the tower every year?
We're right around between 275 and 300,000 a year come, and it's funny, the locals, you talk about them, you meet a lot of people around town, and you say where you work, and they go, oh, I haven't been up there since elementary school because we went on a field trip. But it's definitely, we're part of a city pass program here, so for people from out of town, you get that city pass and be able to come up here, and some other cool events or attractions around town as well. So, and also we have a great view of a very important part of history. In 1963, when unfortunately President Kennedy was assassinated, is right below us, basically. So it gives you a different viewpoint of everything that happened over there on that day, almost 60 years ago.
Right. There's a lot of popular attractions, including historic like that change the course of history, that are right here within eyesight from the tower and within walking distance, so people can visit here, park here, and walk around. And
without question. And then just up the road, President Bush has his presidential library on the campus SMU, which is just right up over here, about 10 minutes from here. So there is a ton of history in this town. It's the fourth largest metropolitan area in the country, but it's also the largest of any city, obviously, in the country that is basically landlocked, that doesn't have direct access to the ocean. So that makes it very unique, and it's really a gateway to many parts of the country, and especially the Southwest where it's located.
All right, thank you, Greg. I really appreciate you taking the time with us. We're at the Reunion Tower here in downtown Dallas. The Reunion Tower, the Ball as it's referred to by locals, is an iconic part of the skyline of the downtown Dallas view ever since 1978. Come on down, they're open. You're open?
We're open 364 days a year. The only day we're closed is Christmas.
Wow.
Our hours do fluctuate depending on sunset times. So check our website, reuniontower.com, to find out when we're open. This time of year, we're open from 1:30 to 9:30, and it kind of goes along with the sunset throughout the course of the year.
All right. Thanks again, Greg.
Thanks, Brett.
That's all here from the Reunion Tower, downtown Dallas. Thanks for watching.